Okay, AP Stats, this video today is going to walk you through calculating binomial probability distributions on the calculator. So instead of doing it all by hand, we're going to do it on the calculator. So we've got two functions in our calculator, binomial PDF and binomial CDF. And the way you enter them in the calculator is the same regardless of which one you are using. So you're going to hit your N, your P, and then whatever the X value is of your probability, your desired number of successes. This PDF allows you to find the probability of an individual outcome, one specific outcome, whereas CDF allows you to find the probability of several outcomes. So CDF will always be the probability that X is less than or equal to some value. Okay, and this value is what goes in here. It's always less than or equal to. So for example, binomial CDF means the probability that X is less than or equal to 2 here is the PDF of 0 plus 1 plus 2. So this is equal to the probability that X equals 0 plus the probability that X equals 1 plus the probability that X equals 2. So PDF is the individual probabilities, and CDF is the sum of the probabilities from 0 to X. So let's go back to the previous slides, or two previous slides, so that we can see an example of how we can do this. So in the first one, we have the probability that 3 drivers are not wearing their seatbelts, which means out of 10, 7 drivers are, and we had let X represent the number of drivers wearing their seatbelts. So probability that X equals 7, that's going to be a binomial PDF because that is a specific value. That is one value. So we are going to put in binomial PDF NPX. So 10.75, that's your P. X is 7. So type that in your calculator. Binomial is under distributions. Okay, just like where normal is. Go all the way down to binomial PDF. Remember PDF is just a single individual outcome that we're looking for. So binomial PDF. Now mine comes up as number of trials, which is 10. P is 0.75 and X value is 7. If yours does not look like that, it will just look like what is now on my screen, which says binomial PDF, and you type in 10, comma, 0.75, comma, 7. Either way, you get 0.25, which is hopefully what we got in the last video. All right, then for part C, we have at least 8 drivers, so 8 or more. So X is greater than or equal to 8. So hopefully you realize we're going to use our CDF, which is cumulative, but you'll notice this only goes from 0 to X. Okay, and we need 8 and above. So if we think about it, we have 0 to 10, and we want X is greater than or equal to 8, which means 8, 9, and 10. But because this only does CDF, it's cumulative, and therefore it will only do less than or equal to something. So to get greater than or equal to 8, we have to do 1 minus the probability that X is less than or equal to 7. So we're going to do 1 minus the probability that X is less than or equal to 7. So here we don't want X is less than or equal to 7, so we're going to subtract that off. We're going to do 1 minus X is less than or equal to 7. So this is 1 minus binomial CDF NPX. So this will be 10.75, 7. So again, we're going to find that in the calculator. We're going to go to distributions, and we're going to go find binomial CDF. Number of trials is 10. P is 0.75. X value is 7. I forgot to do the 1 minus. So I'm going to go back over and I'm going to insert 1 minus binomial CDF. And we get 0.53. Okay, so that's how you do binomial CDF, binomial PDF on the calculator, and you do not have to do it by hand.